Oh, g'day, mate. 40 here. So I didn't stream Wednesday because I was just hanging out with friends. I get together with friends periodically just to have split pea soup. I don't know why, but split pea soup just makes me so ridiculously happy. And think about years ago, I got together with these friends and I was just like beaming with joy. We were at this really fancy kosher restaurant. I think it was a steakhouse, and all I wanted to eat was the split pea soup. And I was just like beaming with joy. And I explained split pea soup just makes me ridiculously happy. And so now we just have periodic split pea soup get-togethers. That's all we eat: split pea soup. And it just makes us ridiculously happy. We have these intense conversations and carried on the conversations via email later that night. And then Thursday morning, I was just doing some normal stuff and my lower back just tweaked, just went into spasm. It happens to me about once a year, lasts a couple of days, and boom, just completely brought low, just completely humbled, just completely brought to my knees. I had to stand up, so I had to sit down, so I had to do anything. So like streaming is the last thing on my mind. Now, I've talked a lot about back pain on these shows, and I rarely have it anymore. Other approaches, but still, just occasionally it will humble me, just absolutely humiliate me, bring me to my knees. So streaming's like the last thing I think about when I've been brought to my knees by lower back spasms. And so I've heard about John Sarno for over a decade, right? He's written these books about healing back pain, and I've never read them. I knew that his theory was that back pain and other muscular pain is brought about by repressed feelings. So I mean, what the hell, bloody hell, mate! I don't want to delve into repressed feelings, particularly unconscious feelings of rage. No way. But now that I've been absolutely humiliated by these latest back spasms, I picked up his book. Well, I ordered it as an Audible book because I couldn't really read, so much pain. So I've just been lying there listening to the Mind Body Prescription. So it's a 7.5 hour unabridged Audible book. And so his theory is that most muscular pain, thank you, Glib, most muscular pain is the brain's way of distracting us from very painful feelings that were just about to become conscious. So what if in these intense conversations I was having with my friends Wednesday night, carrying on into Thursday morning via email, what if they're about to bring some very painful unconscious feelings of rage, resentment, hostility, maybe hostility towards myself? What if these feelings are just about to surface and then the body distracts us by giving us like some crippling physical pain? And it's worked. His approach has worked for thousands and thousands of people. So I'm going to try the damn thing. So I'm not particularly looking forward to getting in touch with my repressed pain. Like, it's so much easier to talk about, my back spasms, that's the reason I haven't been streaming, right? It's like, I can't make it, I got back spasms, or I'm down for the count, I got, my back went out on me. Like, that's so easy to talk about. But I can imagine I came on here and I said I haven't been streaming for the past few days because I just realized that I hate myself. Or Yeah, haven't been streaming for a few days because I've been incapacitated by my jealousy vis-a-vis my higher achieving peers. Or imagine I came on here and said, I haven't been streaming for a few days because I'm just, so jealous of this person who I view as, not as intelligent as me, and yet he's made so much more money. Or, what's the unconscious rage that's I'm trying to repress? What if I came on here and said, I haven't been streaming for a few days because I'm so enraged by being an incel? Or what if I came here and I said, I haven't been streaming for a few days because I just don't understand why women aren't hitting on me anymore? Or what if I came on here and said, I haven't been streaming for a few days because I'm the only batch. I thought Luke was trying to show the world what a desolate place it would be without his streams. I was just humiliated by my back pain. But what if it's not my back pain? What if back pain is just the excuse that my brain serves up so that I don't have to confront, say, these unconscious feelings of hostility, perhaps towards myself? And perhaps I thought, look, at age 54, you'd be so much more ahead in life. Look, you live a life that, a 17-year-old Mexican immigrant would be ashamed of. What if that would be so much more difficult to come on here and articulate? It's effortless to say, I've just been down for the count. It's back pain. It's physical. You can point to it, like back pain, spasms. I can show you X-rays. There's a little something funny with my lower left back. I can give you science. Don't you want science? Everybody loves science, right? I can give you scientific explanations for why I haven't been streaming. But what if it's just this unconscious hostility? Maybe the late Dr. Sano is right. I mean, that's so much more embarrassing. So much less socially acceptable. Yeah, I mean, sometimes people just hear John Sano's explanation for back pain and then it just immediately goes away. Right? They kind of realize what's going on and they just yell. They yell at their brains like, I know what you're doing. You're just trying to distract me from these painful thoughts. And then with that realization, the pain just goes away. I haven't had that yet. Or they just read his book and the pain just goes away. Like they just get it up here and the pain just goes away. Yeah, Wandering Spurg, I get back pain when I carry heavy things. You're talking about heavy spiritual things, heavy philosophical things, heavy emotional things, heavy relationship issues, heavy feelings of inadequacy. Physical things. Mate, see, that's how blokes talk. We just want to talk science and physical things and heavy things and, old football injury. But what if, like a few days ago, I looked up some friends of mine from high school. We were good mates. We were good friends. Baby's got back. We were good mates in high school. But they don't want to stay in touch with me now. I mean, and these people, they're judges. Like they're army officers. I mean, they have really done well in life. And we were such good mates in high school. But they don't want to stay in touch with me. Like if I reach out to them, they don't answer. Not only them, not Sheila's, blokes, mate, blokes. Like judges and doctors, like really high achieving professionals. And they don't want to stay in touch with me. So I just looked them up a few days ago. I didn't bother reaching out again. I had too much dignity. Because last few times I did it, they didn't respond. So what if I was unconsciously reflecting, Sheila's can't be judges, mate, really? No way. Wowza. So what if I was just reflecting on, why don't my good mates from high school want anything to do with me? And maybe I was just trying to avoid thinking about that, thinking about why they don't want anything to do with me. And so I could avoid thinking about those painful thoughts, my brain said, going to distract you from those painful thoughts of inadequacy, hostility towards yourself and others. Boom, I'm just going to lay you low with back spasms. So some people, maybe you need an ayahuasca session with Joe Rogan. Oh man, I got mates who are into ayahuasca. They say it's like completely transformed their lives. And I do have to admit, they do seem much more advanced than I am. They've had a lot more success. They seem much more psychologically grounded. And they did better one-man plays than I did. So I've noticed that, some of my mates into ayahuasca, it really seems to have been a powerful instrument for growth. Has Luke done Reiki? Yes. But it wasn't I'm not sure it was a chick who did Reiki on me. Not sure if it was a chick or a bloke. I think it was bloke. And I did remember feeling warm, hot. One thing that really helped me was when I had a girlfriend and I'd lie on my back and she'd do this thing to me, and like the warmth would just make me feel a whole lot better. So maybe I was just missing her. She's married now. She's got a kid, and she's quite. John Sana suggests cranial sacral therapy. I've only had a little bit of that, and quite liked it. I'm a sucker for these things. Wandering around a suburb wearing a cheap headset, talking to yourself about back spasms, buffered back spasms. Yeah, who's not to love that? Maybe I'm just feeling like, what if I have to do some real work here? Like, Sana recommends spending 30 minutes a day thinking about your feelings. Like, I avoid my feelings. I let Audible books run all night so that if I wake up at night, if I'm not sleeping, I can avoid my feelings. So, what if I need to get in touch with my possibly, let it all out on the corner of Pico and Robertson. What if I need to get in touch with my unconscious rage? 30 minutes a day on my feelings. Oh boy, I don't move too well. What if I have to start spending 30 minutes a day on my feelings? Well, it's not so much Sano's about aligning your emotions with your spine. He says that muscular pain and diseases like chronic fatigue syndrome, Epstein-Barr virus, Lyme disease, fibromyalgia, most skin diseases, and a lot of other diseases, that they are primarily the body's way of, the brain's way of helping us avoid painful feelings that are unconscious. So, according to John Sarno, muscular pain and these various diseases are the brain's way of helping us to repress painful unconscious rage. The body keeps track. Okay, let's see what I'm missing here. Luke can't afford 5G. Too much money spent on Beverly Hills rent, random therapy, supplements, alkaline water. But Luke Ford Cope Show. So a lot of people who seem to be coping really well, but their back is going out because while they put forward this, responsible adult attitude towards the world and they look like they're coping, they're doing it by keeping unconscious all this rage they have about various narcissistic injuries. How long do you have to boil fear until it turns into rage? That's a good one. Oh, man. So, just started journaling. Yes, I am still no fap, bro. It is almost 7.5 years no fap. So, what if I have to meditate on my feelings, like what I could be unconsciously angry about, resentful about, furious about? 30 minutes a day, bro. That's a long time to spend with your feelings. I mean, what if that's what it took to get well? Oh, no way. I'm no fap 7.5 years, bro. Don't let them slander me that way. So, yeah, what if I have to meditate on my feelings for 30 minutes a day? That'd be excruciating. That'd be worse. That'd be almost worse than these back spasms. Man, I am not walking down the street like the graceful creature I usually am. Normally when I walk down the street, people turn and say, "Oh, look at Luke, he's just floating along." I mean, he walks in beauty. That's what they say in Pico Robertson when I walk by. There goes 40. He walks in beauty. But I'm not walking in beauty today, mate. So, what if I need to go back to therapy? I had 10 bloody years of therapy, mate. Sound a little winded? Well, I'm talking about very intense things. Like, I'm trying to get it all out so that I don't have these back spasms. I try to practice the Alexander technique, but I still got these bloody lower back spasms. And I'm not walking in beauty. People are going to feel really let down when they see me hobbling along. And I go, "Oh, Luke's not a very good Alexander technique teacher," and there goes my business. There goes my reputation. I'm a very respectable man. People really look up to me. It's like, oh, there's 40, living embodiment of the Alexander technique, but why is he walking around like a crab today? I think I'm going to cancel that Alexander technique session I got booked with 40. He's a bloody bad representative of the Alexander technique. Oi. So you're supposed to meditate 30 minutes a day on your feelings, and remember, it's not expressed feelings. So if you're conscious of your rage and you've articulated your rage, that's not what's causing your back spasms or your chronic fatigue or your fibromyalgia or your Epstein-Barr. All right, it's the stuff that's unconscious and unexpressed. Yeah, I'm the living embodiment of the back spasm. That's not what I want to be. I want to walk in beauty like the night. I think Michael Tracy's going to BTFO Robert Barnes. Oh, you mate, don't you realize the election was stolen? Sidney Powell, she's got evidence. It's Dominion Software and Venezuelan communists that have look forward to listing fake illnesses. Hey, if there's a fake illness out there, I've had it, bro. Sidney Powell. I hear that Tucker went after her last night saying that she'd failed to provide documentation. So yeah, that's something I was talking about with my friends Wednesday night over split pea soup. What do you do when 90% of your audience wants to hear about how the election was fixed? Aren't you supposed to have solidarity with your audience? And maybe you can just use your brain and information gathering to find that information that indicates that the election's fixed, so then you can be in solidarity with your audience. And I was advised, well, if you tell them what I was thinking about how Republicans have had a really bad track record of substantiating their allegations of significant voter fraud up until this election, at least then your audience knows that you'll always tell them what you think, and that even if they find it discomforting or disturbing or just bad form, that at least that they know they can rely on you to tell them honestly what you think. But like, really, does anyone care about that? Give a $50 discount for Alexander Technique sessions to long-term viewers. Man, with as awkwardly as I'm walking right now, with the poor form that I am displaying right now, I would snap up those $50 Alexander Technique lessons, because if anyone sees this video, they're not gonna buy any $100 Alexander Technique lessons from me. Like in the awkward shape that I am in, I just don't see selling any Alexander Technique videos Hey, Babs needs Alexander technique to help him deal with his fibromyalgia and his Lyme disease, his Epstein-Barr syndrome, meaning Jeffrey Epstein-Bill Barr syndrome, and what are the other fake illnesses? Oi, oi, I can't laugh. Man, did I ever talk to you about how many of the sidewalks here in Los Angeles, they're not, there are a lot of like indentations and cracks and it's not so easy when you're hobbling around with back spasms. Have you considered eating only raw garlic? Yeah, my dad used to give me that cure. So when I first came down, chronic fatigue syndrome in like February 1988, my dad had always recommended when you get the flu, like drink lots of water and don't eat anything but raw garlic for a couple of days. So I would do that, but all the water I was drinking, it was coming to us through ditches that run through the country, and oh man, oh jeez, oh lordy, sweet Jesus, sorry Jesus, it's just coming through the ditches into our little treatment thing, but the treatment thing wasn't working, so I was just drinking like raw Giardia water. But so were my parents, and they didn't get sick. So I'm not looking forward to spending 30 minutes a day with my possibly repressed hostility and unconscious rage. You need some suspension coils on. I've done that too. I had someone give me a suspension coil mattress. Someone that I used to go for treatment. And then there was the astrologer. She gave me these special rocks to put under my pillow to bring healing. Man, I've been to the medical intuitives. If there's a medical practitioner for my ills, I've seen them. Alternative, regular, whatever. But I know when I do work that I'm not really into, I feel is not really befitting of a man of my stature, that I find boring. Oh man, I forgot my mask. Oh shoot, I forgot my mask. I left the house without my mask. I could get arrested. How you doing? Oh man, how did I leave the house without my mask? Oh man, how people are going to say, oh, there's 40. He's not wearing his mask. Then I'm never going to get an Aliyah. How did I leave the house without my mask? And I'm in Beverly Hills right now, and they're strict in Beverly Hills. The Beverly Hills PD could just pop me. And then my back spasms. My back is too crook, mate, to go to jail right now. Yes, I'm wearing an undershirt. I'm not looking my best because I'm not feeling my best. I'm allowing my outsides to match my insides. People need masks outside in California. Yes, they do. And I completely forgot mine. It's a shanda. It's a shanda for the Goyim. Luke is truly living the fresh Prince of Beverly Hills meme. I always wear my mask. I'm a good citizen, man. Like I'm a responsible citizen. Good, I'm not the only one out and about those not wearing a mask, so that's a relief. But I notice when I'm doing work that I find boring or distasteful or just kind of beneath me, I notice that my shoulders start getting sore. And then as soon as I finish it, like the pain goes away. So there really is like mind-body pain. There really is psychosomatic pain. Free Alexander technique comes standard in all prisons. So funny if Luke has to broadcast from COVID prison. Man, I better get out of here before the coppers catch on to what's going on. This is a shanda. But yeah, I know when I've been in jobs that I consider beneath me, they're dull and repetitive and they're low IQ and they're lacking in prestige and there are no hot Sheilas around, that my shoulders and back, neck starts to ache. Then as soon as I'm done with the job, walk out, then the pain just leaves and I feel great again. So I do know that my body does affect, my mind does affect my body. But now, what if I've got this whole John Sarno regime in front of me? Have you considered supine twist? Yes, I do. Whatever it is, when you're face forward and you push up, so just from the waist up. That's part of another technique that I've been learning for dealing with back pain. But Babs, this is about unconscious hostility that I need to make conscious. I need to delve into my feelings, mate. This is not a mechanical problem. It's not an alignment problem. This is making the unconscious conscious. No one will bother a homeless appearing man with no mask. Yeah, I don't look my best. Normally when I walk down the street, I just glide. And people say, oh, he walks in beauty. Look at those fancy $20 shirts, $100 jeans. The jeans I normally wear cost $100. The shirts I normally wear cost $20 to $25. And now I just look like a mess. And my reputation's going to take a hit. And I don't have my COVID mask on. Moving like a crab. And now I've got the prospect of, I need to start spending 30 minutes a day delving into my, Luke normally looks like a Disney princess when he walks down the street. Now I've got the bloody prospect, oh, this is a diverse neighborhood, mate, this is wonderful. And there's even much more diversity just about half a mile to a mile south of here. Can I come on your show and read the entire book Class by Paul Fussell? Sure. Absolutely. I'd have to stop by for a ride on my bike. I'll do spinal twists, hands on the handlebar. It's not about the physical alignment, mate. This is what I'm saying. This is all about my unconscious rage. You guys are talking about the twists and sleeping on a firm bed. And you think that this is like some kind of spinal alignment, physical, mechanical issue, that if you do physical, mechanical twists and exercises and stretches and like build up the back, and that's, no, mate, I'm into Sarno now, and Sarno says that this is about unconscious hostility. I need to make my unconscious rage conscious. So I got to spend 30 minutes a day getting in touch with my feelings. I got to journal on my feelings. I got to meditate on what might I be unconsciously enraged about. And I'm not looking forward to that. Like, what if I have to go back to psychotherapy? Like, and they want insight-oriented psychotherapy, not behavioral therapy. They want the old psychodynamic, insight-oriented psychotherapy. What if I have to go back to therapy, just talk about my feelings? Every week, 45, 50 minutes a week. But Glib, what if you're just trying to ward off your unconscious rage? I have to make my unconscious conscious. I have to go home now and journal about what are the things that I could possibly be angry about, enraged about. I have to reveal my narcissistic injuries. What if that's the price of getting well? There's no alignment physical solution to an unconscious problem. Right? Maybe I need to get in touch with my dark unconscious. Maybe I have to go back to bloody therapy. Talk about my feelings. Maybe I have to meditate on my feelings for 30 minutes every day. Oi, what a shanda. the cure is tomato juice? What if the only solution is to restart my masturbation diary? What if that's the only way out from my back pain? Oh, the shame. Shame. What will the Goyim say? Bloody hell. Why can't I bloody stop this stream?